Hi, I am Jessica Brittany, founder of Calm and Colorful, and I just wanted to give a review about my one day experience so far. I was a little skeptical at first and did lots of research and couldn't really find videos like this and testimonials and reviews, so here I am to hopefully support you in your choice making. A little context is I already had my business. I've had it for 7 years. I have 4 books published. I want more to be published. I have a business. I have offers. I have clients. Honestly, I have probably too many ideas, so ideas really weren't my problem. The problem was finding that clean clarity. So everything felt important and meaningful, and just when you care that much, it's just makes it harder to really find the focus and be able to focus. So I could feel myself moving forward constantly, but not always in alignment. And that is why I joined Oneday. So my mentor experience has been a little bit of a bumpy ride, but honestly, my support from my cohort manager has been beyond supportive. She holds my hand and helps make sure that I have everything I need and want and get the perfect mentor match. So I'm on my third and final mentor. I love my mentor so much. She is absolutely perfect for me. I debated on asking for a female mentor and was like, no, let's just see if a male is whoever they give me that's who they're supposed to give me. And 2 male mentors later, I am on my third mentor who is a female, and it is just the absolute most perfect magical match. She goes absolutely above and beyond for me and my business, and I could just tell that she cares about my business. A little more background is my first mentor, there was just a communication challenge. He was amazing and truly believed in my business, and I see why they connected us or put us together for mentor mentee. And I just couldn't understand him. He had a really deep accent, and I really think he's amazing and would love to work with him. I just felt that disconnect, and they were able to rematch me. And then my second mentor, we just weren't aligned. And when I reached out to my cohort manager, she helped me and spent a lot of time with me to make sure that we found the perfect rematch. And we honestly did. I just can't say say enough how much I love her. She's so good. So that's the mentor side. And for me, I signed up for Oneday for the mentor. To me, this is a thousands and thousands and thousands dollar mentor. The masters is just a bonus on top. So as for the structure, I joined November 2025, and about 40 people joined with me in November, and my squad that's my cohort, which is the month that I signed up. November cohort is about 40-ish people. And my squad is just my little group with 15 of us. And I mean, nobody's dropped. I've heard stories of people dropping, but nobody in my squad has left. Everyone's we're here and we're ready and we're going. We meet weekly for about an hour. Usually for me, it's 7 to 8 o'clock my time. And then there's work to do throughout the week. Minimal, but the more you put into it, the more that's going to come out. Obviously, duh. But yeah, so there's a master class that we need to watch, which is about 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, sometimes 5 minutes. It really varies, but I would say average 30 minutes. And then there's also further progress. So if you want to go above and beyond, they give you above and beyond tasks. So it's not required, but it's if you want to go above and beyond, this is what you could do, which I really, really, really love. The 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 layout of finding this stuff is very simple, like per week, but to go ahead, it's a little challenging. So I've taken everything and put it all into my own Excel sheet, and that supported me. Um, but I've heard there's some changes happening with the layouts of stuff, so I don't know what it's going to be even next month. So maybe that will change and this part of the review won't even matter. um it is hard. Like, it's a master's program, so it's not a walk in the park completely. I have a 2-year-old, and obviously I have a business, a not financially successful business when I joined Oneday, and I'm only week 10 right now, so I'm still very, very new, but I'm starting to see like money coming in, which is super cool. Small amounts of money, but we got to start somewhere. Um, but it's a lot. Like, it's a lot of work. It's a commitment. So I'm just personally struggling with like the challenge of time management, but I'm learning time management in this. So it's beautiful, and I love that, and I'm excited to find my flow. um so because I already had a business, I kind of went ahead of the game. So like my class was on week 5, but I was on week 7 with my mentor, and now like my class is on week 10 and I'm on week, I don't even know, probably like 13, 14. I'd say I'm probably like 2 to 4 weeks ahead of my class. But also doing stuff with my class, which sounds confusing, but it's really not. It's like it works out really beautifully and perfectly and great. We do these things called customer discoveries, and just like this is like back to the way that Oneday teaches us and like what we learn, and it's so valuable. Like, I feel like I'm a broken record telling people, like all my friends and family, I'm like, oh my gosh, if you have a business, you got to do this. Like, this is just, I've done things. Like, I've signed up for $5,000 business courses. I've signed up for business coaches. Like, I've had and tried a lot of different ways and people and courses and things, and never had this type of experience and this much success so fast. Now, with success comes failing fast in order to find the success. So I think that's like my biggest emotional roller coaster so far, is like finding like taking things not personally but as data. I think that's like the quote that I'm living by right now, is it's not personal, it's data. And it's hard to not take things personal, especially at first when we receive certain data. So like one of the things that we tested was like how people respond, because for my business I help parents of toddlers learn emotional regulation through play and fun ways. And my books I've had published for years, and I've tested that with some parents, and that was like, it had like one of the lowest numbers of my data of like what parents actually want and are looking for. And it was just like, just receive it as data and like, let's keep going. Like, it doesn't mean that I can't have my books, like they're published, but it means that that's not the thing that's going to help my business really grow and scale and be successful. So it's learning what is that thing that's going to help my business grow and be successful. And then the books can just be additional income, like down the funnel, is like extra. I don't even know. So yeah, I love Oneday so much. I love the mentors. There's community calls that we get to go to. They're offered like 5 times a week. They are growing like rapidly and constantly and it's consistently, and like it's so cool to like to watch One Day grow and grow with One Day. To like, so for example, we started with these community events 5 days a week, and now they've created like a founders directory so we can connect with each other as founders. They've also created, or are in the middle of launching, additional ways that founders can connect and build communities. And it's just, it's beyond worth every single penny that I am investing into One Day MBA, with the mentor plus all the connections I'm making, like this amazing group of One Day founders, and the knowledge I'm learning of like how to run a business and how important like learning data, whatever it is, and learning to love it and not take things personal. And like my mindset is changing. I've changed as a human so much just over 10 weeks. Like my confidence has grown. I don't take things so personal. I'm a better CEO and entrepreneur and founder literally within 10 weeks. Like I can only imagine what's going to happen the rest of this 18-month program. I'm beyond excited. One last thing that really, really stood out to me is the founder of One Day. So we're founders, but the founder of One Day reached out to me and a few other of my founder friends in my squad, to just talk to me and walk the walk and talk the talk. So we do customer discoveries, and he did customer discovery with me, and it was the absolute coolest thing to be on this end of talking to the founder of One Day, to learn like what he's asking and learn how he does things, and also be able to support him in creating and growing and scaling One Day as an incredible business and school for us. He's the most just down to earth and kind-hearted, genuine human that I'm so grateful that he is the founder of One Day, that like I get to connect with. And then on top of that, he spent time with me to help me personally with my business and how he can help me and give me tips and tricks for growing and scaling, which was so cool. So cool. And offered, to connect with me again if I need and when I need, which is just beyond amazing. Of multiple mentors I've talked to, there was like a little disconnect at one point with mentors that I couldn't reach out to, and had kind of a challenge reaching out to some mentors. But there's also a strong handful of mentors that are happy to respond and be there for us. And then also with our weekly calls that we have, they're broken up into different classes, and then there's 6-week-long classes. And for each 6-week-long class, we have a new mentor who's our instructor. So we get a nice variety of different mentors that we get to learn from, not just our one mentor, which I really, really love, because everyone has their own things that they're really good at and can share and help us grow. So it's been amazing. This is where I'm at right now. I still have lots of things that don't work. I have doubts in my business, a lot less though. Like they showed up way stronger at the beginning, and now by week 10, I'm a lot stronger to say the least. I'm still learning consistently, and I feel calmer. I feel so much more confident. I feel so much clearer, and I'm really trusting the process. And I'm so beyond grateful and happy that I said yes to this. And I just want to share with you while I'm still in it, and before everything's all wrapped up in a beautiful bow, like this is where I'm at on week 10. So thanks for watching, and happy to support you in any way. If you have any extra questions or want to talk to me more, I'm more than happy to hop on a call with you. So feel free to reach out to me. My name is Jessica Brittany with Calm and Colorful. Bye, friends.